Let's solve and graph these inequalities. The first one is x minus 1 is greater than 3. So the first thing we're going to do is to isolate the variable by adding plus 1 to both sides. Right? We see that this cancels, and we're given that x is greater than 4. So if we were to graph that on a number line, right, then we have 0, and then the negative 1 this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll just extend it a little bit like this. Then x is greater than 4 but not equal to 4, so we'll put an open parenthesis to demonstrate that, right? To demonstrate that 4 is not included, right? And then we'll put an arrow like this. Okay? For this next one, we'll add 3 to both sides, plus 3, and we get 2x is greater than or equal to 6. Notice I try to keep the inequality sign, / equality sign. You always want to keep those right on top of one another just for brevity, just to keep things clean and neat notationally. Now that we've brought the constant over to the other side, we've isolated the variable. Let's divide by 2 here to isolate the variable further. Right? We've isolated the variable quantity, that is. And then, so this cancels out, and we're given that x is greater than, I'm going to make this a little bit darker, greater than or equal to 3, like that. So if we were to graph that, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's greater than or equal to, so it's going to be a bracket like this. That's how that's traditionally demonstrated. And then an arrow pointing in that direction. Okay, for number 4, we'll subtract 4 from both sides, minus 4. Or for number 3, rather, minus 4. And then this cancels, and x is less than. 2 minus 4 is negative 2, so negative 2 like this. If we graph this, we have 0 on the number line. Negative 1, negative 2. It's less than negative 2, right? So then that's going to be in this direction, and it's not less than or equal to, so it's going to be an open parenthesis like this, right? Like that. Okay? For this one, now we've got a situation where x is greater than something and less than something else. So we need to isolate the variable, divide by 2, and whenever you divide the middle thing by 2, you divide all of the other parts by 2, right? This side and this side. And that gives 2 less than, these guys are canceling, and we get x less than or equal to, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we take a look at our number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's 5. And then here's the 2 right here. It's greater than 2, but not equal to 2, so that's an open parenthesis right there, right? But then less than or equal to 5. So that's a closed bracket right there. And then everything is colored in between like that, right? For this one, we need to isolate the variable, so we add 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, add it to all parts, right? This is 7, and we have less than or equal to x less than 11 plus 1 is 12. We're seeing, of course, that these guys are canceling. And so if we graph it, now this is, all the way out here, right? So I'm going to put my tick marks kind of small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's 12. Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then so it's going to be in between those. The bracket will be a closed bracket on this side, but it will be an open parenthesis for this one because this doesn't have the equal sign, right? So to demonstrate, we put that with an open parenthesis. To annotate that, we put that with an open parenthesis. Come to here. First thing we do to isolate the variable is subtract 1, so minus 1 from all parts. 3 minus 1 is 2. 15 minus 1 is 14. And we need to isolate the variable, divide by 2. Right? And we get 1. X is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 7. Right? Of course, this 2 is canceling here. So then to graph that, we'll have 0 here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that. And so it's going to be, it's less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to 1, and it's less than or equal to 7. So then we're going to put a bracket like this on both of them, and it's going to be everything in between there is what x could possibly be, right? Okay, that is it for this part of the inequalities, right? This is just a few examples of inequalities and graphing them on number lines. I'm going to step to the side and give you a clear screenshot.